Hello, my friends. Hello, everybody. Today's stream is, uh, let's say, traditionally, it's like it's a little celebration, and 2025 is coming, so there is a lot of things uh, to talk about. First of all, how 2024 brought a lot of good TV shows. In the first place, for my channel, uh, there is there was a lot of good stuff in 2024. Basically, uh, the best probably genre for me was rom com, criminal, horror genre, and basically, uh, like it brings me to the idea that I'm gonna change my content towards more like uh, comedy rom-com style because this is actually what I like. I just realized how much I like this genre, and there is nothing actually that entertains me as much as rom-coms or uh, criminal comedy. Let's say like the mix of two, criminal plus horror, and probably some hints of comedy, like American comedy. And today's we have uh, the recent stuff like No Good Deed TV show from 2024 December or something like that. I don't remember exactly the release date, but basically it's TV show from Netflix, and it has some kind of that format. It's so common for Netflix to split your TV show into 8 episodes, each like 15 minutes or something. And I do like this format, even though it's too much. Actually, if you're gonna make it fast, you're not gonna do that because you have to have like extra 1 to probably 3 hours, and it's not something you can make in one day if you're gonna make it actually like if you're gonna understand everything what's going on in this TV show. You're gonna spend like 2 days in total. It's not even if you're a blogger or if you're content creator. It's just for any viewer to really understand the context or something. So, and I'm gonna just go through a little bit because my content based on uh, breaking down things, but we're not gonna, you know, get into every moment or something. Basically, what I'm interested is this couple right there on the screen. It's like the most interesting characters right there, and this is this couple is basically they're trying to buy the house. So all the TV show is about one family that is trying to sell the house, and a lot of characters like this couple they're trying to buy it, and they're trying to make the best possible offer. So this is like one of the most interesting, let's say, couples, because there are a lot of couples. So we're not gonna tell like we're not gonna talk about every couple because it's gonna take a lot of time and it's not that interesting actually. So this is basically like the most important character, Lydia. She is the owner of this house, and they're trying to not to disclose that 3 years ago there was a murder in this house. Lydia's son died of I don't know, like some random robbery or something. So at this point, I'm gonna say it's just a robbery, because if I tell you everything right now, it's gonna be a huge spoiler and everything would make sense. So I'm gonna make it slow, and we're gonna talk about it step by step. Actually, this is the one of the lesbian from the couple, and she's basically trying to what is called IVF. If you know what I'm talking about, IVF is something like when you're trying to inject some medical treatment or something like that, and you're trying to get pregnant, but you're not gonna do that naturally, because if you are with a woman, this is the only way you can get pregnant, by doing IVF. This is what I know. Basically, this is all I know about IVF procedure. I do not know a lot. So we know that, and it's somehow impacting everything they trying to decide, because everything is so focused on that house they want to buy, and them trying to get a child, get a baby, whatever it takes. All that just impacting everything they're trying to decide, because basically they trying to buy the house for the let's say for the baby they trying to make, but they're not gonna make they're not gonna make it easy, because it takes them not only IVF procedure or something, like spending a lot of money on that medical treatment or something, like they also trying to offer for that house like $200 over asking. So they trying to convince sellers that they the best possible family to sell that house to, you know. And this is the most interesting moment, because this TV show is so about this is so about just one house, but how they managed to create all that let's say like the vibe, you know, like everyone is trying to be the most successful buyer, but it's not even that, because everyone is trying to come in and see what actually that house represents. And this house is basically something Lydia's husband built by himself. So this is also interesting, because all the design, all the shit, it's everything is so creative in this house. The most probably beautiful things about buying this house is that it's so it was like brand new at some point. And then Lydia's husband Paul, he basically just renovated all the shit, and he made up all the beautiful things, like, you know, decoration or something like this. He basically renovated and recreated this house and made what everyone wanna buy. To At this point, like, this house is basically something uh, everybody wants, even though if some of the characters they pretty rich, like this woman on the screen, Margot, but her real name is Luann actually. And in this TV show, she's trying. This character is basically the most charismatic and the most, let's say, uh, interesting. Just interesting because she's actually so vital for all the uh, selling buying thing, because she, like, she's actually is she is impacting everything that going on with this house, because she's always around and she's always like that vital part of everything. So, and she basically she married to some famous actor. Him, what him called, like JD or something. So it's like fictional actor who only exists in this universe. It's not like someone real. But also interesting that she is trying to actually not only be with him for his money, but she's trying to find any solution to buy the house and make it actually, like, anyway it takes, whatever it takes. And she's also cheating on his husband with this woman. And basically this woman is what it's called, it's like not constructor, but yeah, it's constructor actually. So it's where someone working on a company that is buying something like property, and then they completely tearing it down and creating something totally new, or probably they're just making up everything to the point that that place is gonna be is gonna be looking different, like, so this is gonna be like different place if you're selling something to constructor, or then they trying to first they're trying to get it with a lot of, let's say, with a lot of margins, with something that is gonna be like not that is gonna be expensive for sellers. So this is why she actually trying to create to make some environment in this situation. She's trying to be in every possible case to get this house. And so she found this woman and she has her husband, but they trying to with this constructor, they trying to get it under asking. It's when you're suggesting way less money than sellers asking you. So this is why it's not a good offer for sellers. And every time they come up with offer, Paul and Lydia basically just reject, or they trying to drag it out because there is just no good offer actually. And the most important thing that 3 years ago their son died in that house. So this is why this is not that easy to just sell uh, whoever it can be. They're trying to actually find someone they wanna sell it to, because it's not just some random person. They're trying to find someone who will appreciate how good this house is and how they made it that beautiful place, actually. Uh, so at this point, this constructor and her little affair with Margot just ended because they didn't find any solution for offer, and they didn't come up with any good offer, and they lost the house, and their relationship just over at that point. And her husband, Margot's husband, he found out that he was in a relationship and he cheated on him because she just said that by herself. She said that, and nobody actually saw her cheat on her husband. But she was so afraid that her husband would find it out, so she said everything like what it was, like she cheated, that she cheated with a woman on him, and at this point their relationship is also just fading, and behind their back this constructor is actually tried to come up with another offer, but Paul, the owner, he actually couldn't care less because she once again asked like something 200 under asking, so it's less than he expected to get for this house, $200 less. And after this situation with house, and everything is gonna be ruined, basically ruined for Margot, because not only didn't she get the house she wanted, but she couldn't get anything at this point. Everything is blocked. She cannot even get any clothes, or everything she gonna buy is basically gonna be blocked because her husband just blocked the credit card for her, and there is no way she can do something behind his back because everything is just blocked. So he just cut her off of everything she used to, and all that comfortable life is gonna be not there, because she knows that basically her husband was kind of a provider. He actually he gave her everything, so there is no way she's gonna lost it's gonna be lost at some point, and she knows that she can do something to keep it, to keep that lifestyle, to keep all the shit her husband bought her, to keep everything. And at this point, she memorizes her affairs, let's say her affairs behind uh, your husband back. And this is like the most important thing, because this is the huge spoiler. If you still gonna watch this TV show, uh, you're still gonna skip every spoiler, because this is the huge one. And this is the moment where uh, Jacob, Lydia's, and Paul's son was killed. And basically, it was an accident. Like, let's say it was the huge accident, and it caused not only by Lydia, it caused by Lydia's and Paul's daughter, because she was on the other side, she was inside, and she's trying to protect their property, and legally you can shoot whoever trying to break in. So she thought she shot him, but it didn't shoot. Actually, her gun didn't shoot, and Jacob was shot by Margot. So this is all the thing that they trying to find out, because nobody knows to this point, nobody knows what's actually happening, and what caused that death of Jacob. And after everyone found out what happened, there was no way Margot could still keep her husband, keep her life, and she actually got even a lot of injury, because the house where she lived, it caught fire and it burned to the ground, or something like. Even her face indicates that it was a huge fire. And this is basically how this character ends up in this TV show. She lost everything, but I think that still this is the most interesting character. And if you're gonna watch this TV show, you're gonna like her because of her, I don't know, it's just charismatic character, and she has a lot of flaws, but still she's trying to be the best in every possible situation. It's like fake, and at the same time it's funny, because probably because of the actress who is talented. And next TV show I'm gonna bring up, this is the Laid, or just Laid. It's called Laid, and the title speaks volumes, because the main character, Ruby, whoever she lays and sleeps with is gonna die. This is the main point of this TV show, because not only is she causing the death of everyone she slept with, but she is dictating the order of those deaths. This is like the timeline exactly the same, like she slept with everyone, and that order is the order of their death, and this one is pretty interesting. From, again, December 2024, I'm gonna say that this is probably my favorite one, because it's actually perfect for everyone, even for someone who doesn't like this genre. she's gonna like this TV show because it's so interesting, it's so entertaining and funny. In the first place, uh, it's something really fresh. I didn't see anything like this before, and this is so unique that they came up with this idea that everyone is dying after slept with her, and I think this is something really like I actually didn't see anything like this. Probably a lot of similar TV shows, especially comedies, they all are kind of similar, let's say, especially American comedies. They somehow uh, look alike, even especially characters wise, they all are kind of cliche, let's say, and a lot of cringe situations. Probably that what they have in common, like uh, that American humor, like black humor or something like uh, they trying to come up with a joke. Even sometimes it feels so unnecessary, like sometimes it feels too much actually, but this TV show is so balancing between being that cringe comedy and being something like being something actually serious. Because why, for example, why some people didn't actually watch any comedy before, like why they do not like comedies at all, because what all the comedies have in common is something like makes them less serious. Because when you're trying to spend your time, you probably think that if you're trying to choose between comedy and something like drama, horror, or something else, you making choice based on how you feel at this point, right? So you're gonna make it like, if you're gonna make it towards comedy, that means that you feel more like you're gonna spend your time just to rewind and without overthinking the plot, without any burden, like you're trying to relax, and this is basically the best choice for you. Because not only is it fun, and not only is it like very balanced, it is also like something I'm gonna rewatch every time I'm rewatching. I'm enjoying it every time. I'm as if it's like my first time I'm watching it. This is so important, because a lot of TV shows, they not that interesting, and you never gonna just make yourself watch them again, because there is nothing that actually can make you watch them, because they're just not that. And so after I watched this like 2 times or something, because it's still 8 episodes of Ruby trying to find out what she can do with that consequences, and what she can do with all the victims of her vagina. This sounds stupid, but your body killing people again in the same order she slept with them. And for example, on the screen you can see this woman is also someone she slept with, and why I like this show is basically because, for example, this moment is so unpredictable. You cannot say what is gonna happen right now, but you cannot even uh, you cannot even read it by all the, you know, by all everything they do, because you just think that this is just common regular conversation between two women, but at the same time you can see behind that glass, behind the window, you can see that uh, some people trying to, I don't know, they fighting or something, they're trying to fight each other, and at this point you do not even know what's gonna happen, but you can see that accidentally the gun, someone just shoot that gun accidentally and it hit that woman right into head, and it hit her because it was gonna happen no matter what, because she's gonna die no matter what. There is nothing can protect her, because since Ruby slept with her, it's gonna be not it's gonna be like, you know, short-lived moment for everyone she slept with, because there is an order and there is the exact consequence, and there is nothing she can do. So this is what happened to her, and this is also so I don't know, it's so unpredictable, unexpected, because I would never think that something like that would happen. So, and next TV show actually is something I have already mentioned on this channel, and The Sex Lives of College Girls Season 3 is not the best season to start with. If you actually didn't watch first 2 episodes, you're gonna watch them, because there is no way you can skip first perfect first and good episode season 2, and season 3 is something you're gonna complete with, because this is not the best. This basically is just because of a lot of characters, they're not the same anymore, and they have become something like they used to hate, you know, or something like, I don't know how to explain this, but some characters like Layden from season 1, season 2, she basically was the main the main character of everything, because everything was so focused on her relationship with women on campus, and she was so confident, she was so entertaining, you know, and enjoyable to watch, because there was no any other character that would be interesting as much as she was actually. And they tried to bring someone new, and this Taylor character is, as I said before, she is a good replacement, and this replacement works. Actually, it works, but it's only working because there is just nobody else to be interesting. This is what makes this season bad, because I don't know why would I watch this shit if there wasn't for Taylor, I wouldn't watched it. I wouldn't have watched it like because there's no reason, And once again, they trying to make her exactly the same like Layden was. They act almost the same. They have the same, let's say, vibe, and it feels from the very first episode that they're trying to bring her to replace Layden character. It's just obvious, And once they did that, the only thing I don't like about her character is that she didn't get a lot of screen time, and she didn't get let's say roommates like Kimberly, Whitney, and Bella. So it's not exactly what I expected. I expected her to be one extra roommate for those characters, and I expected her to be on the Layden place in that room, living with them, and to be like their fourth roommate. But since they didn't do that, she's just, she's basically hanging out with them. She's always around, and they even gave her like access to their room. So basically, she lives with them, but she does that for time being. It's not like she's gonna be there forever or something, like she's gonna be their roommate. And they also came up with this interesting episode, which is episode 7 or 8. Oh my god, I even don't remember. It's like let's say it's just last episode. So you're gonna find out there was like 8 episodes or something of season 3, and episode 8 was the most interesting in terms of the Taylor character and how she develops. And her character basically got a lot of improvement since the beginning of season 3. Her character gets some really good screen time. For example, this dating event they threw in, it's like every available woman on campus is trying to find someone she's gonna be with, or she's gonna just date. And basically it's for lesbians on the campus, and we can see that a lot of lesbians actually studying this place, and it feels not only like regular dating and introduction of two lesbians, but it feels more like we getting to know Taylor from different sides of her story, because she was like closed book in episode 1, 2, 3. There was no idea, there was no actually story about her, but at this point we can see actually what she's going through, and a part of her addiction to alcohol, and that she is lesbian, and that she is trying uh, to stay sober. There is no more we can actually tell about her because we do not know anything, and they trying to even bring this character from season 1 and season 2, Ginger, who was lost in first like 5-6 episodes. I have no idea where she was because she wasn't in season 3 till this point. So it looks like this is last episode or something. Like we're probably gonna get one more, but basically the total it's like 8 or 9, something like this. So I don't think that there is a lot of episodes left, but we still have some actually good. Let's say we have some opportunity to get to know even more about this character, because if they're gonna make another season of this TV show, there's no way I'm gonna watch it unless there is a Taylor character, let's say, or unless they bring someone even better. But I don't know who can be better, because every time they bring someone new, it feels like kind of random, and it feels unnecessarily choice, But with her, I think this could be working, but just give her more time screen, give her more storyline, and make it actually main character, because now we do not know if she is gonna be there, if she is even main character or she's like more supportive character. And I think that them bringing this other girl on the screen in the yellow shirt, that was a huge disappointment, because I don't like her character, and I think that they should have actually brought Taylor on her place, and she could have been just supportive, some kind of Taylor character on the background, just lingering around, just joking around, and that would be enough for me personally. I prefer Taylor instead of that woman I don't even know name, because I don't care. And her character just so freak, and it's just the most embarrassing character in this TV show I ever seen. It's even more embarrassing than Kimberly. And because we used to see Kimberly act that way, we used to see Kimberly like that, I'm just put up with it, and I'm still thinking that Kimberly is kind of cringe, but it's okay, just let her be there. And last TV show I'm gonna talk about this stream is not exactly comedy or something. It's actually not even officially marked as comedy. It's more like criminal, some drug shit stuff, like with Narcos. It's more like actually for those who like TV shows like Narcos Mexico or something. And it's called Landman. And I found out about this TV show long ago, since it drops, but what caught my attention and what brought me to showcase you this was that I found this character. This is the daughter of the main character, and the main character is basically a man like of the age of 60 or something, who is ruling, who is in charge of some, let's say, company or something like this. But there are also a lot of even bigger persons that, above him. But the main point is that he's trying to protect his stepdaughter. This is his stepdaughter, and I found that actually entertaining how they came up with this relationship, because first time I watched it, I thought that it's kind of stupid what even I'm watching. Like, it's some random shit. I don't even know characters, who they are, like what the fuck they're doing. But at some point I found it really interesting, and I actually like it now because I have watched every episode since I found out that there are a lot of good interesting characters. And even this guy, he basically showed up at some point in episode 7 or something. And this is actually the actor who was participating in The Sex Lives of College Girls season 2. If you remember, he was with Kimberly at some point. It was that bodybuilder with some short-lived relationship with Kimberly, and of course she broke up with him because she did that. Back then she actually did that with everyone. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. In this TV show, he plays kind of similar character. It's he's quarterback, he's playing soccer, or like football. He's quarterback, and he has the same, of course, body. He's so like attractive, and he's trying to seduce this woman. So I recommend you, actually, if you're gonna watch this TV show, of course, make it from the very beginning, but pay attention to every little detail they're trying to explain you, because there are a lot of things going, and if you miss something, you're gonna lose the track of other events, let's say. So I only bring up them because there's too much to talk about and too much going on this TV show, so I'm not gonna bring everything, of course, but I mentioned them especially since she plays some kind of supportive character, but she actually plays that stepdaughter of the main character. But I think that she's gonna be at some point she's gonna be not main character, but she's gonna be the vital point of everything, because some people just hate your stepfather, and I think that what's gonna happen is someone just probably someone is trying to hurt his stepdaughter because of how much he's trying to protect her, how much he loves her, and how much he actually overprotecting her, because it actually feels like too much. And at some point, I think that this is gonna be like bargain chip or something, when you kidnap someone and then you're trying to like get something you want for exchange. This is what's gonna happen, but it's not necessarily like this. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be something else. But I think that this relationship, this is gonna be something huge. Especially your role in this TV show is gonna be more than just a beautiful woman lingering around and trying to seduce quarterbacks from football teams. I think there would be something, and we're gonna find out in next episode. But we have one more character from this TV show, and basically this is like Mexican woman or something. So she's definitely from Mexico, I guess, because they are in some kind of border area, or even she maybe she is a migrant. I don't know, but the main point of her character is that she's trying to keep her house, and some people that working on the same company that we mentioned before. So this man and people that trying to, let's say, steal her house, working on the same company. But this man, he's basically the son of this character, and he's trying to protect this woman because he is more experienced in everything related to documentations and everything related to selling, buying the house, all that shit. And he's so good at actually just reading shit before making huge decision of your life. And he made a lot of good stuff for this woman, because basically her first husband or someone died, or something happened to his to her family, especially for her first boyfriend, let's say, or husband. And everything she has left from that marriage or relationship just was a baby. And now she has a child, and she has a mortgage, and she has no money to pay that mortgage. And they trying to kind of bargain, and they came up with some shit like they can offer her some shit like a lot of money for buying this house and probably again tearing it down, or just becoming like legal owners of this place or something like this, because everything is so complex and everything is so actually complicated in this TV show. You gotta watch it episode by episode, and you're gonna actually listen to everything they're talking about, because every little detail is so important in this TV show, and I'm of course recommend it because it's not like it's not something like I shown you before. It's more like drama with the criminal, a lot of interesting twists, and a little comedy. Let's say there was a hint of comedy, but it's just so little compared to every TV show I showcased you before. In Landman, there is just those funny situations, like, for example, her stepfather is trying to he's trying to again protect his stepdaughter, and it looks so funny. At this point we can actually see how rage he becomes, so angry, and he's throwing that man out of the truck, and he's actually so overprotecting his stepdaughter. At some point it looks so actually funny because it's like, him trying to overprotect her, and she's trying to, cause any situation that, that would make him act like this, for example. Just, it's so interesting to watch because their kind of chemistry, I mean, like, they have that parent-child chemistry when this, it's really interesting to watch, especially since they're not parent and child, they're just stepdaughter and stepfather. So this is actually a good one. I recommend you Landman, and it's still going. We have probably one more episodes left, and if we again bring everything fast, it was No Good Deed from 2024 December, which is completed, and it's like the best for someone who actually likes comedy with twists, with a lot of suspicious things, like with ongoing let's say murder that is nobody knows about, and there is something you would like. I just recommend this. And there is Laid from 2024 December with kind of similar style, because again this is all about murder, but it's not only a single event that happened. It's so complex and it's so interesting because there is a lot of people involved. Even at this point we can see that Ruby, main character, she had a lot of people she slept with. Even these three people, they are kind of couple, throuple, let's say, and she was with the two of them. But after they broke up with her, they found someone else, but she came up with the idea that they're gonna die because she slept with them. And the most interesting moment that we do not know exactly how it works. Like physically, you cannot, let's say physically, you cannot have sex with, if you are a woman, you cannot physically affect other woman body in a way you can affect other man body. Let's say you cannot physically cause that problem for another woman. If you are a woman, it works not the same. We all know that. And there is no actually idea for this situation because they never explained this shit and they never found out what's actually going with woman she slept with. Because yes, they showcased every death of everyone she slept with, but how it actually works with women she slept with, because the, let's say, contact is different. The consequences should be also different, right? Like, it's not like something I'm going to, bring every detail about that because of subject is so sensitive, but it would be more interesting if they actually go even further with that situation with this 3 people, which is basically just the 2 of them slept with Ruby, main character. And if they actually went further with this situation, it would be just more interesting. And I think that they're gonna be in next, not them, I mean like they died, and they died to some random shit like, I don't remember, but that was stupid. I mean, like, every other main character is gonna be so important in next season because they're gonna be next season, and they even made a huge cliffhanger at the very last minute. There was a cliffhanger, and we all know that they're gonna be next season. So I'm so looking forward for this TV show because how they actually created all the characters and all the vibe, it's so good. I think it's even more interesting than season 3 of The Sex of College Girls, because just how boring this Sex of College Girls looks, right now. And just a single character cannot just make it better because of everyone else is so boring. So this is something really fresh, and it feels so unique because of that idea of you're sleeping with everyone and then they die because of that. So this is so actually good. And from all I've said today, I think the late TV show is probably my favorite from late 2024, and probably the next, I would say, Not Good Deed, probably my second. And The Sex of College Girls, if we're talking about comedy, this is the worst in terms of the comedy wise. It's looking not that good. It has some funny moments, but you can see how actually it's bad when you're trying to compare it to something really good like for example, late TV show is way more fun, is way more interesting, let's say. And Landman is just stands out because it's not exactly a comedy, but it's something that is still going, just ongoing TV show, and something really interesting, and it has probably some niche audience because not everybody likes something like Landman and what is actually going in this TV show, because it's so I think it's kind of niche TV show, and it has that specific audience again who like something like Narcos, who like something like more Mexican style of TV shows, or something related to drugs and all that going on around the drugs, and all the criminal shit. So this is all I wanted to bring up today, because I think this could be enough, just because of this day is actually the celebration of next year, and I'm going just go have fun with my friends or someone I don't know exactly, but I hope you will do good in 2025, and I wish you the best you could imagine. I wish you the best you wanted from 2024, and I hope it's happening in 2025, or I hope that everything you planned in 2024 you can realize in 2025, because maybe it's just I don't like that, but maybe 2024 was just not your year, but 2025 is gonna be your favorite, your best year of your life. And I wish you the best, and thank you for watching. See you next time with more good TV shows from 2025, and I hope we will get more comedy, and I really like them how they are right now. It's so good. I actually never thought that I would like this genre, but right now they are so interesting and they're so balanced, because I didn't like them because of too much cringe, and I never considered them something serious. It's like waste of time or something. That was for me. But now I think that this is probably the main genre of my channel, and I'm gonna just put